I think we're good now. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another live stream. Honestly, I'm really proud of the title that I made. The thumbnail is all right. It was kind of hard to find a good image of Kino Casino. Not gonna lie. I'm Brachiosaurus maxing. What do you mean? I learned we both like our eggs over medium. It's the only way to go, honestly. It's the only right way to go. How's everybody doing today? I hear people talking. One sec, one sec. Did I jump scare? Was it because I just started talking abruptly? Should I hit one of those before I start talking, maybe? I'm just dinosaur maxing. I know what a Brachiosaurus is, I just don't know what that would be. I don't know what that would mean. I guess I'm just dinosaur maxing. Favorite egg cook poll? That's actually a good poll idea. I'll throw that one up. But while I throw that one up, let's get started. We have some Instagram posts, as always, some Reddit posts to look at, and then a video from Internet Versus about this whole, I don't even know, spat between the quartering and Kino Casino. I'm really proud of that title I came up with. The quartering got played at Kino Casino. Quarter slots? Okay, I'll stop yanking my own chain, if you know what I mean. That's not what that means, but it's fine, whatever. Yeah, but take a look at this and I'll get that poll up about eggs. This is a real one. That's all I need to say. Posted on Foo's Gone Wild. It's mesmerizing, really. Okay, we don't need to watch this any more times, but I was honestly pretty impressed. You know, I think I've only ever seen someone use nunchucks in an actual fight once, like on a video. They were doing some damage. You need these kind. You need these metal ones. Really crack someone's head open with those. He is sick. That fool's on a sick one. I love the sound. Need to get me a new pair of nunchucks. Start practicing. Okay, so for the poll, here's how we're gonna do it. Sorry, but we're going to have to just do fried, boiled, or scrambled. Because you can do sunny side up, over easy, medium, or hard. Those are all fried eggs. But that's too many, that's already too many options. Because then we can't add scrambled eggs or hard boiled eggs or soft boiled eggs or medium boiled eggs, whatever. So I think I'm gonna put fried, boiled, or scrambled, and then the fourth option is just going to be I don't eat eggs. I think that's the only way to do that. And I'll specify what each one is. But while we're doing that, let's listen to Clavicular's new this is Hey There Clavicular. A new hit song about to reach the Billboard charts any day now. I'm telling you. What about raw? Oh, just straight down the gullet, just raw egg. Hadn't thought about that. You're right. Do what's your favorite type of fried egg? Okay, true. If fried egg wins, then do it between the three of those. Okay, this is gonna be like an egg. We're gonna do an egg a tournament, I guess. The egg tournament. Let's get it started. But let's also start this. This is Clavicular was speechless after listening to this Looks Max song. See, they missed the part though. They needed to do like the a thousand mogs seems pretty far, but they've got bone smashing and meth and jelking. If only. But, you know, they tried their best. They couldn't go too far with it, you know. They didn't want to get sued.
Dreams are getting longer, but just believe me, ma'am, someday I'll play this song on the guitar for you, it's true. I'll frame Max hard to avenge you. Fuck ASU. Hey there, Clav, I'm sorry,
Okay, poll's getting posted. How do you eat your eggs? Fried, sunny side, easy, medium, hard. Boiled, soft, medium, hard. Scrambled, soft or hard. Or I don't eat eggs. Those are your 4 options. There we go, there we go.
Such a jester, I've been hype mobbed for far too long. Maybe I need some inserts, I'd wear them all. Maybe some Retta for my jaw, I'll mog them all. Hey there, Clav.
You know, I realize my poll's also missing poached eggs, but I feel like poached eggs would be at the... Most people wouldn't choose poached eggs. That's like what old people eat. I do actually like poached eggs, though. Bad poll, I abstain from voting. How could I have done this any better? This is just tier 1 of this tourney. You can abstain for now. There will be later rankings. If anything, you're just hindering your actual true vote. But hold yourself back. Hold yourself back. Do it. I don't care. You know what song's been stuck in my head? The one that I had to pull up the lyrics. I always forget how it goes. I literally forget how it goes until I'm just like making dinner or something, and then I just burst out. But it's Unwell by Matchbox 20. You guys remember that one? I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell, but stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I just love how they sing that song. It just sounds so funny. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little impaired. I know right now you don't care. Truly beautiful. I wonder if I could make a mogging version of that song. A Looks Max version of Unwell. I'm not a jester, I got a little frame mogged, I know. I don't know, I think I could figure it out. And to end it off, we have a little piece of Lil Peep comedy. Honestly, this is probably the best joke he's written, and it's not saying a whole lot, but it's saying something. He's improving day by day. Lil Peep comedy.
I real talk, the night we met, I told her I was looking to party. If you know what I mean. She's like, I got. Get a room in the back, and I'll give you some. Oh, it's on now, boy. That's right, little Pete's about to go skiing, baby. Yo, I'm not exactly a musician, but I'm about to be playing a nose flute. I get to the back, I give the bouncer my card. Yo, she locks the door. This girl takes out a nearly empty bag of blow and sprinkles these 2 little bitch-ass crumbs on my hand.
You're joking, Pete.
Then she gets down on her knees and she's like, tell me what to do. I'm like, yo, get more Coke.
He's finally done it. He finally turned an experience that he had in his life into an actual piece of comedy. Beautiful stuff, Lil Pete. He just finally had a punchline. I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting every day. I rewatched this one 20 times. Shout out SoFlo. SoFlo here, SoFlo Antonio. He's the new SoFlo.
Now, real talk, the night we met, I told her I was looking to party. If you know what I mean.
He just likes doing coke. It's a great joke. And then you got a little rhyme out of me.
I'm 41 years old. I'm not married, no kids, no family. And I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I want to make money.
Yeah, I always click this one. I always think it's a different video, but I always click this. I always click the same little Pete video.
More little Pete videos and go to strip clubs. That's my passion.
Oh my god, I always do that. Okay, I can. Lil Pete, I need to take in small bursts. Oh, I can't do it every day. He's almost to 100K though. Get it, Lil Pete. He's followed by Bert. Bert Kreischer follows him. I haven't watched Bert Kreischer's new show. I talked about it briefly. From the way it looked to me, yeah, Free Bert. This was a new show that just came out. I think maybe a couple months ago at this point. What was the first episode? Oh, it was January, so it was dropped in January. But honestly, it feels like a new Real Rob. The Rob Schneider show. It's called Free Bert. And it's not as bad as Real Rob, because Real Rob, you know, had like the filtering, had some other things that were just bad, but it seems it's lacking the self-awareness. It's still lacking the self-awareness that you need to do this type of show, to do like a self-deprecate, like literally the only way to do a I forget what you call this, where you have like a main lead, is to have it be like a self-deprecating show where you're kind of playing down on yourself. And they do that at certain times, but it seems like it's one of those things where like it comes around to Bert was right. Don't you get it? Everybody else is crazy. Bert just did a watch shopping video with Teddy Baldassar where he spends the annual U.S. household income on watches he kind of likes. Just a real down-to-earth guy, you know? And also, here was the part I felt weird about for the show. One, just like from the little bit that I have seen, it just didn't seem like it was very well like executed. But then also, I know that his daughters were often uncomfortable with the like ways in which they were talked about like in his comedy. Like that was also something that he talked about in his comedy quite a bit, like talked about that on podcasts a lot, about how his daughters would get mad at him for like certain stories that he would tell and certain things he would do. But then he created this show, and literally like one of the main premises was about like his daughter got called like a slut or something. It was like something crazy like that by another girl, and then they're going to the school to be like, what? Or no, it was that he said that his daughter doesn't have sex or something like that. It was something like that. His daughter's not a slut. He said his daughter's not a slut or something like that. And then that got reposted by a girl to bully her. It was something like that, where it was just a really fucking weird premise to even start. I'm already forgetting it because it was all the way back in January when I looked at it, but could you give us a rundown of who the quartering is? Yeah, I could do a little briefing. You know, it's not too complicated. But here we have a couple more goofs to look at, as well as a couple other posts here on Reddit. But this was a post I saw on r/Dogman. This is a Reddit page that I frequent. It only has 3.6K weekly visitors and 200 weekly contributors. But this is a woman attacked by an unidentified animal in Oklahoma. Could it be Dogman? Let's see. I'll be the judge of that.
A 38-year-old woman was attacked on April 3rd here in Oklahoma by an unidentified animal. This happened in Pittsburg County, specifically Blanco, Oklahoma. They are doing DNA testing on the ripped articles of clothing and trying to identify bite marks in her body. She was found unresponsive and unconscious from the homeowner that she had gone to do work at. This was April 3rd, which was the night of a full moon. Once she regained consciousness, she's had to undergo 4 surgeries for how badly she was attacked. She's describing this. This is her direct quote.
Well, given that it was underneath a full moon, I no longer believe that this was Dogman. I think this is clearly evidence of a werewolf. And you guys are a little bit mistaken here. You know, it's a bit of a misnomer. People forget about that part. Wait, really? Les was good friends with the quartering like 10 plus years ago? That's pretty crazy. Les needs to do a video of him in the quartering with like a where did it go wrong, like sad music playing over it. See, that's the thing. I heard because I heard Les talk about it, and he was explaining that he has like some more conservative viewpoints and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you can be a more conservative person. That's not the issue. The issue is being a chud. And like, I think the quartering is a perfect example of that. But again, I'll explain that a little bit more. We're talking about Dogman right now.
As it was a dog-like creature, but she was not certain what it was.
This guy looks like he's tripping on acid or something. He's like he's at night. I guess maybe it's nighttime, so maybe that's why his pupils are more dilated. I don't know. His pupils are just huge while he's talking about Dogman. He didn't actually read this story. He saw it in a vision.
She said she had just got out of her vehicle and she was walking to the house. As she had pretty much just closed the door behind her, she heard this deep guttural growl, and apparently she turned, and as she turned, it pounced and was on top of her instantly. It chewed pretty much all the limbs on her body. She said that she was unconscious pretty fast. She doesn't really remember the attack.
So its saliva must have some kind of delirium. You know what I mean? It infects you immediately to where it doesn't actually turn you into a werewolf, but what it does is it just completely incapacitates you for a time so that the Dogman can do what it needs to. It can feast upon your flesh or just scratch you up and leave, I guess.
At that point,
I think it was Snarf. It's a possibility. When was the last sighting of Snarf? It's probably been a minute.
And the sheriff of 38 years has said he has never seen anything like this in an animal attack. Tons of people are already speculating, like, was this the Oklahoma Dogman everybody hears so much about? Was this some kind of supernatural creature, like a werewolf? I mean, it was the night of a full moon. There's a lot of...
Yeah, Snarf was in his final appearance was in the Book of Omens Part 5, which aired in 1989. So it's been a minute since we've heard from Snarf. Crazy. So I got to run it back real quick. I really need to take this all in.
Creature like a werewolf. I mean, it was the night of a full moon. There's a lot of rabbit holes already going down there in conspiracies. There is a great chance that it was a black bear waking up out of hibernation.
No, it was a Dogman.
This is the time of year they're waking up, and Pittsburg County, Oklahoma, especially Blanco, is known to have an active black bear population. And if you all don't know about the tales of the Oklahoma Dogman has been like a story that's been around in this area for literally centuries. I mean, Native Americans have folklore of the Dogman, and it's not a werewolf. A Dogman is always a Dogman, where a werewolf goes back and forth and shapes back and forth.
Then what was the relevance of the full moon that you cited earlier? I think that that is a relevant point to make. What is your indication that it was a Dogman over a werewolf, given that it was a full moon? I feel like that's hard to distinguish at that point. Are the attack signs different? You know, you're telling us that we're hopping on to some kind of, hogwash. We're believing something like a fool. But you haven't raised any proper evidence to prove us wrong. Prove the contrary, my friend.
Supposed to be the key difference is a dogman is just always that. He is like a...
Fuck. Dogman came. Look at the fear in this man's face. He hears Dogman. Dogman appeared.
I want to finish this story next to the street light.
One of the first things when you look up Oklahoma Dogman is a Facebook video from this guy. I do find that pretty funny. Everybody knows about Oklahoma Dogman. It's just him. He's the only one talking about the Oklahoma Dogman. Oh, and dogmanencounters.com. Oklahoma encounters. There's 3 encounters from Pottawatomie County, Tulsa County, and Cleveland County, Oklahoma. Wow. Interesting.
Before whatever that was, circles back. Anyhow, so the Oklahoma Dogman is supposed to be always a dogman. He doesn't shift back and forth, but he's supposed to be more of a fear eater. He's not something that would need to consume things.
He is the Dogman. He's trying to cover up his own tracks. No! He's a werewolf. He's a werewolf. That's why he's trying... Because it happened under a full moon. No, think about this. A full moon comes. He turns into a werewolf. He attacks a woman. He wakes up the next morning. He has a memory of what he does. He thought it was a dream. He sees it on the news. And he's like, I need to cover this up. How do I do this? How do I cover this up? I need to pin this on Dogman. Dogman's been framed. I knew it all along. You know, this is fucking real detective stuff right now.
Almost like he feeds. He's like an energy feeder, almost like a spirit, more than a werewolf, which is like like a physical being. Anyhow, go down that rabbit hole if you want to. Oklahoma Dogman sightings have gone back. I don't like my dogs barking. I don't like that.
They know who you are. They know the beast within you.
I don't like
They're
that.
barking at you. Huh?
So Oklahoma Dogman sightings go back literally hundreds of years. It's a fun rabbit hole to go down.
On this website of Oklahoma Dog Encounter, there's 3. Early 90s. $2016. 2000. I don't know, man. I don't think a Dogman's lifespan is actually that long, you know? Again, he's trying to throw us off his own scent. He's giving us a bunch of false information to try and lead us away from the truth. Everybody knows that a Dogman's lifespan is somewhere around 30 to 45 years. Whereas a werewolf's lifespan obviously matches that of a human's, but lengthened to match that of a dog. So, again, so it's every year they then have an additional 7 years on top of it. That math didn't work out at all. I realized it would be the opposite, but that's the way it works. I'm telling you. Werewolfology. Dogman, Skinwalker, and Werewolf are all the same genre of monster. Yeah, it's just oh, what was that thing? It had big mouth and scary. It had long limbs and looked all weird. I didn't like it. That's basically all of the sightings.
They are kind of doing a manhunt for an animal in that area. It was cleared that it wasn't an animal, of the homeowners that she was at. It is very unlikely that it could have been a medium-sized dog or below. It would have had to have been a pretty big dog to do this kind of damage, or multiple dogs.
How tall are you? Interesting he isn't sharing that little bit of information. I'm just saying. It's just a thought that keeps crossing my mind.
Her husband, upon seeing her, was apparently in just shock. He was like, I thought when I was getting called to the hospital for an animal attack, I thought she was going to be pretty beat up, but he was like, it was like her whole body had been attacked in a vicious, vicious manner. It is just a wild story right now. There is a ghost.
I'm kind of getting used to purple skin. And if you guys are getting used to the different types of skin, then that means that you're just not a racist. It just doesn't matter to you. Anybody that's truly bothered by it, think about it. Think about it, I'm just saying. This is merely a social experiment that I'm doing. If you feel some type of way about purple skin, you maybe need to look internally.
GoFundMe for Alicia Maxey. I could not find it though. It says there's one online somewhere. I cannot find it. So if somebody can link their GoFundMe, guys, they need this. This is a great mother. She's the breadwinner of the family. Her husband has some really bad health issues going on, and they were already dealing with that in their life, and now they've got this going on. They need a break. They need some help. Please, somebody, if you can find that GoFundMe, tag her family. I think it was her sister or sister-in-law that was trying to set that GoFundMe up. I cannot find the link for it. I've searched for the last 30 minutes. I cannot find the link. Somebody please tag it down in there. And, you know, we're going to try to keep you updated on the story. Right now, we're waiting on DNA results to come back from the clothing that was ripped off of her.
Bruh. Today, it's not even, I just saw him. It's not even a leaf blower today. They're quite literally, there's huge weeds everywhere. And they're quite literally just hitting the tops of them with a fucking, like a weed whacker. They're not removing those at all.
That had saliva attached to it. I know y'all heard whatever that was. If you like these creepy stories or true crime updates and everything, we do have a podcast going. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. The link is going to be in the comments. It's called Matt from Nomads. Matt, my name, M-A-T-T, from Nomads, our place.
I love me a big old weed. One big weed, please. This was interesting. Ethan said Tamara laughed like a witch. Now she's on the cover of Harry Potter. I had to go check this because I was like, this is not the cover of Prisoner of Azkaban. So I was like, okay, maybe they just, whatever, maybe someone just made this. But no, it is. I think it's just the scholastic version. Dude. Just leave them. We love the big weed. What if it's just an ARG? No. Dogman's real. Don't lie to yourself. Look. About dogmen. There's multiple. They're a whole species. Species of animal. This is so me. Yo, look at it. That's so me. There's the canine type dogman and then the type 3 dogman. Where's type 2 or type 1? Why is this type 3? I was not expecting that. This is so funny. Yeah, so type 3 dogman. Oh, I loved that. That was great. Bring a type 3 dogman to the Harry Potter universe. What episode? What chapter was that? What book was that? I'm a furry now. I saw the type 3 dogman, and then something happened. Something came over me. Something came over me, and something else came out of me. Did you know that this dogman is people think that this dogman is a disciple of Jesus? That's amazing. I hope so. I think he's trying to teach people the good word. He was fighting an evil spirit. That woman isn't a good lady. But yes, get your Harry Potter and the Tamara of Azkaban. You're a wizard, Tamara. You're a wizard, Tamara. You're a wizard. New Bible lore. Is that what's in Mormonism? Is that what Mormons believe? the Church of Jesus Christ and the Latter-day Saints, they believe that that Dogman was Jesus came to the Americas as Dogman. I don't know. It's believable. Oh, you're talking about Dogman. You're talking about the Dogman. You're talking about this one. I was a big Captain Underpants guy when I was a kid. I also have Ook and Gluck somewhere. I got my copy still. That's who they saw? Is that who attacked that person? If I look up Jesus disciple Dogman, all I see is this. And this is like nightmare fuel.
Look up St. Christopher.
St. Christopher? Is that this? Oh, this is St. Christopher. I got you already. Thank you for the 199. St. Christopher is the Dogman, the disciple of Jesus. Why is he depicted like this? Okay, so I mean, this kind of furthers my thought. This guy, Dogmen are not the evil ones. It's the werewolves that are the evil ones, and they're trying to give Dogmen a bad name. Christopher. Sometimes depicted as a cynocephalus, a man with a dog head, based on ancient legends that he was a fearsome cannibalistic warrior from a distant land who was converted, baptized, and granted human form. Okay, Chris. Big ups to my boy Chris. Hey. He was really just a super hairy dude. He was a really nice hairy dude that got bullied his whole life, and they were like, I bet he was a monster. He's throwing a saint under the bus, I'm telling you. That guy wants us to believe that it was Saint Christopher, when in reality it was him. But now we can move on to some H3 related stuff. We do have that now. I'm wondering if I should talk about this first. I guess I will talk about this first, actually, because I just pulled it over. So, Amazon sued by YouTubers for allegedly scraping their content to train AI video tool. This is from MSN. So, I guess we might hear more about this.
Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji.
Yes.
Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji.
Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg. Okay, well, there we go. Sorry, next time I'll harmonize with it. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. Frying an egg emoji. I'll turn it into a song next time. Oh, the fried eggs did go ahead. I'm actually surprised by that. So we have 32 votes. There's 32 people in here right now. So I think I'm going to end this, and we'll start a fried egg tier or a fried egg poll. Scrambled is real close though. Scrambled did take the lead for a second. The scrambled eggs was winning, and I am wondering what would be the preferred on that. You know what to vote. Yes, MSN now. MS now. But I need to get this poll up. Oh no, there's too many things I have to do. I'm stuck. I'm here, I'm over there. Here, get your last minute votes in. Anybody that didn't vote, even though all 32 of you I think voted. But get your last minute votes in while I read this real quick. But a trio of YouTube producers filed a class action lawsuit against Amazon, alleging the tech giant allegedly used content from the video platform to train and improve its Nova Real generative AI model. And I thought this was the funniest part. So it's TED Entertainment Inc., a California-based media company owned by Ethan and Ela Klein, H3 Productions, and H3 Podcast Highlights. And the other two are two golf channels. Golfaholics, which only has 133K subscribers, and Mr. Short Game Golf has 500,000. And honestly, it matters more that they're these smaller accounts because those are the people that are going to be ending up getting fucked over. I saw one. Oh, I wish I would have pulled this. This is completely my bad now. I'll look for this and pull it up for Friday. And maybe we'll talk about it some more. Maybe more information about this will come out. But there was a girl on Instagram. I think I liked the video. I need to find it. But she was talking about how her music that she released got taken and used by this AI. And now her music was getting claimed on YouTube for the AI. So the AI was claiming her original content and was saying that it was their generative AI. It's actually getting to like insane levels. And it is these smaller creators that are doing things that are more innocuous, like golf or like other things that you might not like expect to like you don't think it would matter as much, but like it could end up mattering more in the future, like because it's just it's a slippery slope, you know. And that really is the truth. But I do think it's interesting because that shows the kind of large scale that this is happening on too, because obviously these other two are small golf channels, and I'm sure this was just who kind of came out of the woodwork maybe to talk about this, but it is interesting that H3 is so unrelated to golf that it shows the scale at which they're scrubbing, like at which they're scraping from, I mean. Your hue makes it look like you should be in a 1960s horror comic. Honestly, I like it. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. But yes, I just wanted to talk about that briefly. I think we'll maybe get more information about this soon. Amazon did refuse comment because they just cited ongoing litigation, which is obviously going to be what happens and what's going to come from a company as big as Amazon. But dozens of similar cases are working their way through courts nationwide. Among them, the New York Times lawsuit against OpenAI and Microsoft, a class action by authors against Microsoft, and a suit from musicians with YouTube content against Google. Separate lawsuits against Anthropic and music generation startup Suno over the alleged unauthorized use of books and music in AI training have since settled. A case brought by authors against Meta was dismissed. So that's interesting too, that there have been cases dismissed, there have been cases settled. I think more of these cases need to go through though. I think you might need to refuse the settlement just to actually, because the whole problem with AI at the end of the day is just all of the laws surrounding them. Like AI wouldn't be an issue if we have the right like frameworks to be able to effectively utilize AI without hindering actual creatives or actual freelancers in whatever field. But yes, that again, just talking about that briefly because I don't know I don't think this has been talked about yet, and I saw someone bring it up on the Reddit, so I wanted to pull it up. They probably share the same lawyer already. That's a good point. Okay, that might be the case. Ethan said there's no real monetary risk involved for him. Yeah, the sooner laws get formed, the better. Yeah, I do think that's kind of the main takeaway that we need to remember, because they can settle like forever, because these companies are the ones making billions and billions and trillions of dollars across the board. So, like, the only thing to stop that and to halt it would be laws. But, you know, money talks. It's one of the biggest issues. Yeah, so he's going after NVIDIA, Meta, ByteDance, Amazon, and Apple, as well as for copyright infringement cases with Denims and Frogan. Formerly Casey Tron has been settled. I feel like Ethan loves to set the bar for internet fair use in all forms. Well, and that's like the thing too, is people love to talk about like, oh, you don't speak about enough politics, you don't do enough this. And I honestly, I think that the show wouldn't be as good if it truly became like a politically focused show. The whole thing is people like the levity, they like the ability to discuss different topics while also coming back to the goofs and gaffs at the end of the day. Like, that's kind of what it revolves around. But I think that Ethan also has made a very clear, like, effort in terms of, like, establishing, like, some kind of voice for creators' creations and fair use and, you know, that the ideas of those concepts. But yes, I think that this, it's again, it's like another thing where it could just be another can kicked down the road, or it could end up being actual law established, which would be the best outcome. But also the other hope is, even if they, I guess if it settles, it doesn't matter. What you'd want is some kind of, even if it's just like some kind of verdict established by the judge of like, yeah, some kind of monetary loss or whatever, that I think would even be better than a settlement, because then that would help, again, creators later in their own lawsuits to show that there has been like a precedent set for the usage of their content in generative AI and stuff like that. I wish we had more competent government that understands technology. Remember the Zuckerberg hearing and Finsta accounts? That was atrocious. Yeah, I do remember the Zuckerberg hearing. That's when he realized he needed to stop using AI. He was like, oh, my brain needs to stop running on AI. I need to be a real person. And then he became a real person, and it hid his true evils. Everybody was like, look, Mark Zuckerberg is doing jujitsu. And it's like, yep, and he's still selling your data. Don't forget about that part. But look, he just got that guy in an arm bar. He's doing a Kimura. Whoa. He just did a Kimura on your personal information. But yes, let's delete that. Sorry, Saint Christopher. Love you. My data! No! My data! Ah, I could be on the cartoon Doug. I could make myself Skeeter colored. Skeeter was blue, right? His name was really Skeeter. Kind of crazy, right? Yeah, Skeeter. Oh, his name was Mosquito. Mosquito Valentine. Skeeter. I didn't watch that much Doug. Should we go Skeeter mode for now? But this was interesting. And I'm going to get through this one. We have a few things. I want to get this other poll up. Okay, let me do this other poll. Get it going. So this was, how do you like your eggs? How do you eat your eggs? Sorry. Fried, boiled, scrambled. I don't eat eggs. Fried did win. Very small margin. 45% beating scrambled by only 3%, with scrambled at 42%. But now we're going to do a fried egg poll to see how you like your fried eggs. Do you like them sunny side up, easy, over? they're all just over, right? It's over, easy, medium, over, easy, over, medium, or hard. Or does over imply flipping them? Oh, that overcomplicates it again. Even more issues. God damn it. Who would name their kid after a pest? Name your kid Fly. Hey, Fly. That's what one of the Island Boys said his name was, right? Fucking raw. Eat a fucking raw egg. So best type of fried egg. I guess I'll just put easy, medium, hard, and then sunny side up. Okay, so that is just the way you say it. It's just over medium, over easy. I just realized as I was like saying it, I was like, I never actually thought about what that actually means. What is the etymology of using over? Sunny side up. Best type of fried egg: over easy, over medium, over hard, or sunny side up. And for those who don't know, I'll show an image on screen. So we have sunny side up, over easy, over medium, over hard. So all of them have a yolk, but it's just about the type of yolk that you have. Over easy is the softest yolk. Sunny side up, you do not flip at any point. You just let it kind of, it's almost like a poached egg without using water, but a bit worse, honestly. You have a bigger chance of burning the bottom, but over medium's a little bit harder in the center, and then over hard has like a hard yolk in the middle. But the over medium has like a still kind of malleable center. Forgot scrambled. Well, we did scrambled. That was the previous poll. I guess scrambled counts as fried egg, but it counts as frying an egg, but we're talking about a fried egg. I'm sorry, you missed the other poll. Scrambled came in a close second. It did. But bigger news than eggs. This is Yvette Nicole Brown, the actress who played Shirley in Community, as well as Helen in both Drake and Josh and Victorious. Little Georgia on Happy Times. That is not my job. Great show. Yvette Nicole Brown just posted a video calling out Hasan. I wish we had the video to show. I should have pulled that. My bad. But they said in their post, Hasan Piker and his fan base have slandered Democrats for years, and you thought they would match that energy? And you thought they wouldn't match that energy? And then I can just read this part. Hasan Piker, okay, it's just the same thing. And then she replied to this and said, "Welp, no lies detected. The both sides are the same, lesser of two evils folk got us here too. I don't care what side of the aisle they screamed that mess from. Hashtag Hillary Clinton was the right choice. At Kamala Harris was the right choice. Neither was evil. We now know evil. Neither of those women would have us out here like this. And that was clear when they each ran, but no, you twits I love that. You twits just had to find fault with the woman each time. And here we are. Here's your nose." And she gave him a clown nose. I don't have a clown. I need a clown soundbite, but I only have a bonk. So we'll give him a bonk instead. Yvette is such a sweetheart. She was lovely during community interviews at SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con. Everything I've seen from her, she seems real. That's the thing you want. I love actors that seem like they're great actors, but then everything you see of them off the air is very genuine, regardless of if it's you know, nice or abrasive. As long as they're being genuine in it, I kind of appreciate that more. I mean, the red nose is for the person coming in defense of Hillary Clinton, to be honest. As opposed to Trump? I don't know. I think that's a moment to look in the mirror if you're going to say that, like, again, just going like, well, look at Hillary. Like, the point is that it's better than Trump. It, like, yeah, she would have been better than Trump. Just full stop. I think that's fair to say. Regardless of how good she would have been, like. And then we have Hasan. Is this fucking goober genuinely trying to start a political career? Showing off his lack of drip once again. People are saying this is a designer suit. I'm going to show in the next thing. If this is a designer suit, big fail. He's wearing too many shades of brown. Is this a white undershirt? It almost, I think it might just be the lighting outside. It almost looks like a light blue, but I think it's white. And then the kind of like maroon tie doesn't work really with this. Yeah, the fuck are those pants? Well, yeah, it's like he's wearing, like, up here, it's like he's ready for a stream. That's quite literally what it is, right? He's ready for a stream. As long as you don't see the pants, then it's fine. The pants, like, completely throw it off. The shoes would be okay if the pants matched the suit, like the suit jacket. Even the tie might work, but I feel like even the red tie with all of these different shades of brown are just really weird. But then he threw a Carhartt jacket on top of that too. And this is where they said it was designer. I don't know what suit this is. I feel like it can't be designer. It doesn't look fitted at all. Like, the sleeves look a bit short. I need to see them with arms fully down to know for sure, but they look a little bit short. And then those pants just do not go with it at all. Honestly, I think it probably is what bugs me the most about Hasan, is just the lack of any swag. Well, what part's performative? The Carhartt? See, I don't think that Hasan would even know that wearing Carhartt's performative. He just wears it because of the brand name. He's just a weird guy that got money and slightly attractive. It's his entire personality. I mean, I would hope that he posted this. See, I would post this image of myself. Like, if I was wearing this exact outfit, I would probably post this with like a little caption being like, who the fuck let me walk out of the house in this? But I think that it was, you know, you can't have that kind of reflection in the moment. He's wearing all Carhartt in Michigan. Oh, it's in Michigan? Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm surprised he doesn't have a hammer. He's not ready to go. He looks like an outfit you can find in Able Sisters in Animal Crossing. That's a good one. That's true. See, I just think Hasan, maybe he just has too much stuff in his closet. It truly is that packed out. He can never find the stuff that actually matches. How does he not have a stylist? That's the part I don't get. On his way to a Kid Rock show. Just heading that way. That's not even haterade. I used to be a Hasan fan and never understood the appeal. He's handsome, but not the super hot guy everyone makes him out to be. I don't get that either. I don't think Hasan... Like, I can appreciate a beautiful man. I can appreciate a handsome guy. A striking fellow, some may say. And Hasan just isn't it. You know what I mean? He's... Like, he doesn't even have the appeal of being like, oh, he seems like an approachable person, or like he... Like, I don't know. He's very average. I'll be nice. He's not my type. What can I say? Oh, and then this was another thing about Hasan. People keep avoiding Hasan in post names, which I think is funny. They do it on live stream fails too. White Western streamer saw the president post. White Western streamer saw the president post about doing a genocide and immediately made it about himself. So this is in response to Trump saying the most insane thing you could say ever. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it will. But it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radical minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in a long and complex history of the world, 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. I want to see, there was one other thing that he said. I can pull it up from here. This will take me just 1 second. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, my bad. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, it was this one. Here we go. Oh, no, not this one. It's not the one I was trying to pull. My God. Yes, this one. Sorry, it's like impossible to read. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump. On a Tuesday? Oh my God, absolute insanity. If only he meant we were building bridges and power plants instead. No, like, yeah. Trump only knows how to burn bridges. Everybody else has to build them up. It's the only way it works. Fucking insane. A whole civilization. So I read that part already, but then in the part where he said a whole civilization will die tonight, Hasan responded saying, Donald Trump is Adolf Hitler. Democrats, you got something to say about the strong language, or should we have the 15th Hasan hates Israel in America? We can't have him at our event convo. I honestly, I don't know what this has to do with anything. I'm very confused about this. Democrats, you got something to say about the strong language, or should we have the 15th Hasan hates Israel in America? We can't have him at our events convo. I think everybody's condemning what Trump's saying, right? Is that what he means? That we can't also condemn the statements made by Hasan? What Trump does is worse. Again, it's like, what? Yeah, this is just evil shit. I mean, I'm just waiting for the day, like, and it's like one of those things where it's just like, you don't want any type of call to happen, but it's just like, I feel like at some point it's like gonna have to just dodge that draft, you know? Waiting for that draft to dodge, I suppose. But insane. But hey, maybe we can lighten the mood a little bit by saying 422. Look at that. Look at that, 422, because it's 422. That's why I can't upvote this. Asmongold has also been banned for 1 week. So here, we're not just giving it to the left, Hasan. You know, we're also talking shit on Asmongold. So let's see. That's the part I find so funny, is that Hasan's biggest argument is, why doesn't Asmongold ever... That's what they both do. Him and Asmongold both do that. Why don't you talk about Hasan the way they talk about me? Why don't they talk about Asmongold the way they talk about me? Stop being such a baby. Seriously. But then Asmongold came on Twitter to say, banned for an entire week because I said I don't give a fuck about the opinions of illiterate third worlders? Would someone be banned for saying they don't care about what an American's opinion is on the Middle East? These are two completely different things, and you know that they are two completely different things to say. What are you talking about? Like, what? It's like, you can't, it's the same thing as being like, I'm just being descriptive. They're from a third world country. It's the same way that you can call somebody you say that they're a Jew descriptively, or you can be derogatory in your usage. The same way you can call somebody black descriptively, or you can be racist in your usage. It's the ways in which you speak about things, and being like, I don't give a fuck about the opinions of illiterate third worlders is clearly like you degrading them as a people. Like, absolute insanity. I can't stand Asmon. Yeah, just actual dumb guy. Dumb guy does dumb things. What else is new? A blatant double standard. I didn't break TOS. I also like this. It's a double standard based on this thing that I just kind of made up. Would someone be banned for saying they don't care about what an American opinion? Oh my God. Sorry, Asmon. Would someone be banned for saying they don't care about what an American's opinion is on the Middle East? Of course not. Blatant double standard. Double standard because that's the same as saying you don't care about the opinions of illiterate third worlders. Lorax arrow loading. It's hard to get a good orange color, I've got to be honest. We go through a few colors every stream, you know. You got to stop in to see what's next. Maybe I'll change it up now once again. And shout out Haley's comment. Speaking of which, just dropped this 15 hours ago. Go check it out if you haven't already. Subscribers, 888 subscribers, almost to 1,000. 888, those angel numbers. But yes, been dropping some new stuff. This one was really good. Here, I'll give just a few seconds in the intro a watch, and then you guys go check it out on your own. And then we'll get into this internet versus video. Here, I'll change my color right now, 1 sec. See, orange just looks like I have a bad tan. Go super orange.
That's cool, bro.
Wake up!
Good morning, Jarvis. Computer, lights on, please. Don't remind me. I have a feeling this is not going to end well. That call is always such a buzzkill. Well, at least we have our Star Alliance meeting at the VIP Elite Gold Star Lounge tonight. That'll be fun, right? You see the remote? Thanks.
There we go. Now I'm old-timey. Now I'm all old-timey and stuff. Oh yeah, look at this. Perfect. How's that? How does that look? You don't even realize what you have until it's gone. My perfect purple color is escaping me. There we go. But yes, go check out Haley's comment. This is a great video. I think I had like 2 minutes left on it. I got through a good part of it, and then I was going back because I was trying to see if I wanted to show maybe a spot in the middle, but I was like, no, I'll just show a little bit at the beginning. Go check that out though. Great stuff. Great stuff. And this is the internet versus. So this is internet versus the quartering and Kino Casino. For those who do not remember the quartering. Jeremy. Oh, perfect. If you look up the quartering on Google, it literally brings up the content court too.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Ethan Klein. This episode is brought to you by ExpressVPN.
Thank you very much. Welcome everybody to the content court.
And yes, he basically an internet chud. Seems like a true grifter, like to the farthest degree, where he just only talks about things because he thinks that they're going to garner him some kind of views. He said creepy stuff about... I want to make sure I get the name right. Yes, Brie Larson. He said creepy stuff about Brie Larson. He's also well known for this soundbite.
I just peed in my basement. Does
the quartering not have... Okay. Oh, there we go.
I'm not taking a pause to shit all over the floor. There's shit all over the floor. You know, you get that crotch rot. I just peed in my basement. My wife went out for pizza without me. There's shit all over the floor.
But yes, the quartering. I hope that gave you a quick jog of the memory. He's not too relevant, not too important necessarily. And that's why I kind of find this interesting, because it's like, I feel, not to be rude, but this is like everybody's scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel by talking about this. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel by like beefing with each other. And the internet versus is scraping the bottom of the barrel by making this video at all. A lot of barrel scraping. What can I say? But let's check this out. Internet versus the quartering and Kino Casino. My cat is snoring. Crazy.
Recently, YouTuber The Quartering has gotten a lot of attention online after kick streamers at Kino Casino did a segment on him going over recent findings that users on Kiwi Farms compiled.
There's
when
shit
one
all
user
over the
specifically
floor.
found one of The Quartering's moderators' Reddit page, where in it he was brazenly talking about being a swinger, and The Quartering had recently talked about having this guy live at his home, causing Kino Casino to speculate that this person may be doing things with The Quartering's wife. And in response to this, Jeremy posted multiple times on Twitter, including going into Joshua Moon's DMs, the owner of Kiwi Farms, and saying that
DMing Joshua Moon is just not the way to handle anything going on Kiwi Farms. Hey, guy that created this terrible website, can you help me out? What? I feel like that's gone wrong every single time that's happened. Because like I feel like Destiny's done that. Keffels has done that, I think. Keffel, I know they at least just like they've talked to him on Twitter and stuff. Waiting for my Kiwi's Farm thread to be formed. One day.
no matter
Connor is so tough recounting internet slop drama over trap beats. Fucking right. Internet versus Connor.
how much people want to make fun of him, that's okay, but his wife is off limits. Going to Josh's DMs, saying he doesn't want to have to use his connections to get Kino Casino's channels taken off the internet and deplatformed. But there's lots to get into, so let's just jump in. Welcome to the internet versus the Quartering and Kino Casino. It starts, of course, when they announce their stream. Andy Worski tweets out this clip with the caption, "Live tonight on an intense Kino Casino at 8:30, Quartering a Bull, a criminal history exposed." And then just more about what they're going to be streaming about, but here is a portion of the clip talking about their Quartering segment.
Jeremy Hambley's twisted bull sordid criminal history exposed! It turns out not only is Jeremy Hambley in league with the Nexium cult, the #2 woman in the organization is a good friend of Hambley's. Not only does he have the...
If that's true, that is kind of crazy. This presentation of the information, that was a little bit much for me. You're not really like... You're not giving it to me too, like... I don't know, there's a lot of energy behind it, but I'm not really listening to what you're saying. It's kind of hard for me to actually like take it all in.
Is a good friend of Hambley's. Not only does he have the swinging...
Dude over here is just jolly.
Degenerate bull over at his house, but the bull has a long, sordid, sickening criminal history of domestic abuse.
Wait, what?
Buddy.
And breaking into houses, apparently?
He broke into somebody's house, this sick freak. Like, apparently, there's a battery charge against him from his wife. There's a restraining order from there's a restraining order from an older female family member in this guy's history. He's one sick puppy that Jer is inviting into his household. For what purpose? Must be to fuck his wife. I don't know.
Allegedly,
why else? Why else would you be around a criminal swinging bull, a cult? What the is going on in Hambly Land, buddy?
And of course, the full stream is on their channel, but the quartering ended up.
See, that's what I mean is Kino Casino will always come with like they'll start off with something. I'm like, that's kind of interesting. And then they'll end it off with just some crazy statement. I'm like, you lost me again. You lost me once again, buddy. Don't know how to feel. Don't know how to feel. Jeremy getting cucked by Nexium? Show me the evidence. Show me the receipts. Does Lust know about this?
Responding to this on his Twitter page by saying, a group of people that really want my attention are investigating my family and friends, desperate for some scandal. Apparently, one of my IRL friends is a swinger, I guess. So obviously this means I have an open marriage. This fanfic stuff is wild. Sorry, weirdos. Not true. Lol. I am totally fine with people making fun of me.
Your wife did go for pizza without you. Let's not forget.
My wife went out for pizza without me.
So you peed you peed in the basement.
I just peed in my basement. There's shit all over the floor. You know, you get that crotch rot.
I don't know. If you got crotch rot, I would be surprised if she's having sex with you. You know, we can theorize about it, but I would never state these things as a fact. Lust is talking about the quartering right now too. No, Lust, no. Shout out, Lust.
I do plenty to deserve it, but these psychos running gay ops on my friends and family, mailing to my house, making my wife feel unsafe.
Has Lust been making? Yeah, he's been making his he's been making clips from his streams to post. Has he been posting anything about Jeremy? So, because he posted one a month ago. I think I did watch that. Oh, he posted one 3 hours ago, too. If we have time, maybe we'll check out this one, too. The quartering Jeremy Hambly lore from 2016 from a former friend. Magic the Gathering Lion.
Safe, it's a psychotic. I know even addressing it will likely make it worse, but it's super weird. It's fucking weird they're obsessed with my marriage. Like, super weird and super over the line to be with people who are not in any way public figures. Make whatever video you want about me, but leave my...
Wait. This runs deep. What's Lust's Pokemon name? What's his Pokemon channel name? Is it linked in his... It is! Wait! Wait! So this post on Reddit from 8 years ago, Magic the Gathering Lion is now under investigation, just like what happened with Unsleeved Media for things said on YouTube. This is crazy. So the lore between the lore here goes back for Lust. 8 years ago, UMU Pokey. I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Umu? It looks like I'm going to join at MTG headquarters, Unsleeved Media. Travis Wizard's Magic is banning me for making videos outing sexual offenders. Magic the Gathering. That's so crazy. I didn't know Lust has been around like that. Lust has been around for a while. He really showed his cards there. He's like, you don't know how deep I am in this. Lust is like Tom. He just like has existed in the background of all of these events. But it's just, with Lust, it's slightly less important because it's more like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. It's on an even smaller scale than just YouTube creators.
My family and friends out of it. That's fucking psycho. I've got nothing to hide, lol. In fact, I'm often told I share too much. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, boys. My life offline is extremely milquetoast. I take care of the yard, play with my dogs, go bowling, and spend time with my wife. Sadly, no time to swing. And the Johnny Ringo replies, quality time is doing what you and your wife both enjoy doing. If she enjoys swinging, y'all definitely have time. And Jeremy responds, okay, better put, yes, we have the time to swing. However, we both prefer monogamy. Carl McFarland says, no shame in being a swinger, bro. And Quartering replies, replies, I don't care what adults do. Swing all you want. We just
Why does he keep replying to these? Why did he keep replying?
don't, and that's cool. And Quartering replies, I don't monog bonds. Okay,
I want to see how long he was sitting here replying. So it started with 7:58, and then 8:23. That one's at 8:13. So he's sitting there for like literally probably like an hour just on his phone chilling, because it's like 30 minutes that he's spending just chilling there, waiting for replies.
All you want. We just don't, and that's cool too. And Nathan says, swing all you want, said the fake Christian. Then PPP tweets out this picture with a caption on his page. The Quartering and his bull are desperate to hide his bull's criminal history. They have flagged down our video exposing his domestic abuse issues and other
You're right, I didn't think about that. He is probably drunk. He's just up late, drunk, replying while his wife went out for pizza without him again.
Convictions. Jeremy Hambley of Wisconsin is scared to death of the truth coming out and will do anything to hide it, showing that their video, The Quartering Bull Exposed, Criminal Past, and Jeremy agrees to Caleb Hammer's review, was taken down for community guidelines for policy on personally identifiable information. He continues his thread saying, this is now our second video that they have flagged down in the last 24 hours alone. Jeremy can play stupid that this isn't out of his camp, but he's been spiraling drunk for nearly 48 hours straight on Twitter, and it all began when we mentioned his friend and the bull's criminal past. Just to clarify, all that this clip shows is me reading out his history of criminal convictions, which is publicly available online.
I think you might be able to hear my stomach gurgling on stream. I need a snack or something. I don't think I have anything to eat. I'm literally just going to eat a piece of bread. 1 second. I just keep feeling my stomach gurgle, and I looked over at the sound and I saw that it went up. Let me just eat a piece of bread really quick. You know, as you do. Okay. I have 2 pieces of white bread. I'm all ready to go now. Not with your mic a mile away. It was picking it up. I was seeing it. It might not have gotten. You might not have been able to hear it though over the actual video. Mukbang bread? Ready to go now.
Jeremy invites a criminal who openly sex swings on the internet into his home to hot tub with him and his wife. He wants this silenced at any cost. This post explains the bull's history of swinging and relationship to Jeremy Hambley, attaching a link to a QE Firms thread and continuing, this post reveals his criminal history, attaching another link. Jeremy Hambley will not in a serious fashion address these allegations. He resorts to censorship.
Jeremy lost the plot a long time ago. He got a little money, a couple hot girls came around. He thought he achieved that cool status he couldn't obtain in high school. Possibly. I guess I just don't know enough about the Quartering. To me, did he ever even reach that level? The Quartering's the type of dude to get cucked because he cheated on his wife, you know what I mean? He's like trying to make it up to her. Is that too rude? I don't know.
Instead. And then PPP continues tweeting out, a final point for Jared tonight is he keeps crying about being bullied and harassed on the internet, i.e. people mocking him pooping his pants and being a You can't post Jack Murphy's tape constantly and make over 100 vids on Brie Larson and then cry when people make fun of you. And the Quartering responds on his page by saying, if these clowns keep going after my friends and family just because they don't like me, totally fine. I will in fact take everything they have and never apologize for it. Psycho weirdos are messaging my wife, calling her phone. People are harassing my
Yeah, that is a good way to describe it. The Quartering was best described by Willie Mack. He is an anti-SJW SJW. Very much so. Well, and that's because am I thinking of somebody else? Didn't like people find out that he actually used to be like on the left and then switched? Am I wrong about that? Maybe I'm only thinking that because he's really into Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. Conservative Magic the Gathering fans make no sense to me. Huh? Well, it's just a game. That's why it's okay.
friends. Roast me. Fine. There used to be a line. I don't give a what you say about me, but these psychos are harassing my family and my wife and my friends. They have no rules. And starting today, neither do I. I never wanted to do any of this. I begged these guys to just chill and only make fun of me. They refused. And so now I have no choice. And Gangster Friend replies,
I know Andy Pants Gaming did that. And like, I know Mike from PA did the opposite, where wasn't he running as a conservative and then was like, I was only doing that to try, like he was saying some dumb thing like that too. Yeah, so like Mike from PA is like, see, I feel like the Quartering and Mike from PA are like the two sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? That's the way I view the Quartering. Mike from PA was just, he filled the gap that the Quartering left when he stopped being that relevant. He was never that relevant, but you know what I mean.
Hilarious because this is the exact same phrase Jarbo used before his downfall. This is the internet. If you can't take the heat, turn off your router. Idiocrates says, sorry this is happening to your family. That is crazy. They should get the full force of the law used against them. Sue the shit out of them. Apocalypse replies to Quartering by saying, even if they exaggerate, we all saw the clips of you wanting to see your swinger buddy's wife's boobs and all the other degenerate stuff. All this comes out to your bad behaviors getting exposed. He's clearly drunken.
Wait, what? We all saw the clip of you wanting to see your swinger buddy's wife's boobs. That's pretty funny, honestly. Yo, you guys are swingers? Yo, can I like, yo, I'm in a relationship. I can't, but can I like see her naked? What? No. No, you freak. You've got to meet us at the party. You need to put an upside down pineapple on your door, right? Isn't that it? If you're ever on a cruise and you see an upside down pineapple, just knock. You know they're ready to go. Wow, 36 votes in for the eggs. And over medium and over easy. No one likes over hard, I understand. But Sunny Side Up is also making a valiant effort as well. Valiant effort is tied 31% for both over medium and Sunny Side Up. Over easy, just edging it out by 2%, 33, which is the same as scrambled. When we did the scramble, when we had scrambled on the previous tier, on the previous poll, it only got edged out by 2% as well. So you see, these margins are very small. People just eat eggs. It's the truth. There's a famous swinger town in Florida, I believe. It's an adults only city, and everybody be fucking. You know what's funny is, imagine being a swinger but also just not being attractive enough. Like, imagine being the swinger that keeps getting turned down. That's gotta suck. Do you think people just like throw you a bone here and there? Because like, there's gotta be that person, you know, that's like, oh, I'm gonna put myself out there. I want as much sex as possible. I'm hypersexual, whatever. And then they just end up going and everybody's like, get out of here, buddy. Hey, fella. Fuck out of here. Look at that thing. It's like a pig's tail. What's wrong with you? It's happened at least once, I'm sure. But here, let's keep it going. Is that what happened to the Quartering? I guess we'll find out. We still have a lot of this video to go.
don't help. Fight back smarter, not gayer. And Matt Jarbo quotes the quartering by saying, remember that time you got really sad about Gina Carano having a boyfriend and you were talking about how you'd gladly be her c***? My point is that no one believes you'll do anything but cry about it in your basement. Masterson quotes the quartering by saying, whatever you need, PPP. AF's
Wait, what?
About it in your basement. Masterson quote tweets the quartering by saying, whatever you need, PPP. AF Streamwatch quote tweets quartering and says, are PPP and Andy contacting your wife? Didn't think so. You're literally acting like an SJW. He also quote tweets the PPP tweet we read earlier by saying, I think making fun of me is totally in bounds. You guys have spread disgusting, vile lies about my wife. You literally retweeted a Photoshop picture of her, someone who is not on the internet. I strongly dislike you, but would never dream of bringing your family into anything. I don't think it's crazy to expect two other grown men to understand that my wife, who is not an online person, to be left out of things. The more they push it, the more I want to become the villain they already accuse me of.
I think, yes, talking about your wife specifically is fucked up, but I don't generally think that saying jokes about you as a husband is necessarily that bad. Like, I don't know. That it's, again, kind of like it's pointless to respond to these. Like, who cares? Oh, they think I'm a cuck. Oh no. Unless that's actually something that's like you've internalized, I don't see why that's an issue. Unless that's something you're worried about, buddy. I know, that's all I'm saying.
Actually,
and that's okay. And again, it's okay. If that's what you like, that's what you like. People have been doing it for thousands of years.
Band. Easy. I don't want that. I want their ridicule. It's funny and they are good at what they do. I don't think it's crazy to ask them to leave my wife out of it. Their YouTube channel is literally a walking TOS violation, ran by a ban evader. And the minor replies, I agree. You are fair game as a public personality, but attacking your wife is out of bounds. Maybe I just don't understand the online world, but all this just seems so odd to try and ruin lives over. No one is forced to watch you or give you money. Move on with your lives. And the quartering replies, there are 1,000 videos making fun of me that happen to not bring my family into it. There used to be an honor among trolls. The more they push lies, the more...
What are you talking about? Trolls used to be 1,000,000 times worse. What are you, like, what? Trolls used to literally get people to commit suicide. What are you talking about? Like, they still do. That's still like the aim of a lot of them, but you just don't hear about it as much. I feel like that. Like, and plus, if you see somebody actively going that crazy online, you'll usually see at least one or two people responding, being like, hey, cut that out. There used to be honor among the trolls. I mean, it's literally like is he making a comment about honor among thieves? Does he only know about honor among thieves through Sly Cooper? He only knows about Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, or Sly 2, Honor Among Thieves, whatever. The thing is no honor among thieves. There's no honor among trolls. Again, he's probably a little drunk. They didn't bring my fucking family into it. Leave her out of this. Stop talking about my wife. Stop replying.
The more they cross the line, the more I want to be who they claim I am. Haley.
Wait. The more you want to be a cuck? Wait, I'm confused. The more they push lies, the more they cross the line, the more I want to be who they claim I am. They're not claiming. I'm confused.
The more they push lies, the more they cross the line, the more I want to be who they claim I am. Haley Wolf replies to the quartering by saying, I am a wife of a real adult man. He doesn't talk about me on the internet. The amount of times you have mentioned your wife and how much she cleans up your studio and builds your shelves is dumbfounding. Grow up, build your own shelves, and quit mentioning Heather. And the quartering replies, I am so sorry. I will stop mentioning the woman I love. And Haley says, you don't need to apologize to me. Maybe apologize to your wife.
Well, I mean, the thing is this is... either keep talking about your wife and talk about how much you love her, but then you can't have the expectation of people not talking about her because you are making it public at that point, even if she is not a public person. Like, it's still becoming public because of you. Like, I drink and get buzzed multiple evenings a week, and I never feel inclined to just constantly post on social media like other alcoholics. It's crazy to me. I mean, just the idea of that, like, I feel like when I'm drunk, I'm on my phone less. I'm just sitting watching like a TV show being like, like, you know what I mean? I'm watching some YouTube video being like, yeah. And then that's it.
The person that probably needs to see your tax docs is your wife, because the amount you are spending on paper cards is absolutely ridiculous. PPP screenshots these posts and puts it on his page by replying with the caption, Jeremy Hambley, your bull is a part of your content and has been many times over the years. He is a Discord mod and he is a sex-swinging bull with a criminal history. You bring up your wife constantly on your show. And
the way it seems is I feel like they probably got all this information, I mean, pretty obviously from Kiwi Farms, which just tells me the type of people that Kino Casino is. Kiwi Casino? But yeah. Kiwi Farms is not a good place. Kiwi Farms is super funny to me because it's like they're a bunch of degenerates that don't know how like big of a degenerate they can be, and then they also are trying to like one up each other on degeneracy. Like some people, again, it's like some people have this idea of like honor among trolls, and then somebody will just like immediately throw it out the window by being super racist or something, and you're like, whoa, crazy. I've looked at it like 2 or 3 times just because I was genuinely curious about like what actually goes on Kiwi Farms. I thought it got taken down, and then I was like, oh, it is still a thing. And yeah, it's not a good place at all. Is Kiwi Farms the new Gen Z 4chan? Yes, but specifically for lolcows. And it's been around for a long time. It's not new. Kiwi Farms, it's probably more relevant now, but the history of it is it started with Chris Chan, and it started as the Quickie Farms, as the Christian Weston Chandler farms, where they were just doing information about Chris Chan, but then it evolved into the Kiwi Farms as information about all different lolcows and all the different people that they can harass online. But they include people like Ethan's on there, Destiny's on there, and it's funny because I wonder, I would genuinely like to know, like I'm never gonna go on these platforms and like try and message there, but it's like I'd love to meet one of these people in person and like talk to them and be like, how do you feel about like the different people that you communicate with on these platforms? Because I feel like a lot of them hate these other people too. Like they think that they're like these other people are bigger degenerates than them, and they're like, I just like shit posting, I just like talking shit. And it's like I feel like it's the same thing as like the snark pages. It's all, you know, cut from the same cloth.
Disrespect and disgrace her constantly. Stop crying. Also, if you're going to make these extraordinary claims of harassment, such as phone calls, threats, and packages, you need to provide proof. Otherwise, you're just a Jesse Smollett pity-seeking. Get a grip. This is the internet and put your big boy pants on. Check for poop dough. Andy Worski then tweets out a screenshot of one of the Quartering tweets we read with a caption, Quartering has admitted to flagging us. He is trying to get us banned on Kick for making fun of him. He claims I am ban evading on YouTube, which I was unbanned earlier this year. The channel is ran by someone else. Also, you bring up your wife daily. STFU. Then he links his channel with a caption, here is proof I am not banned anymore. The Quartering replies to this by saying, I have shown unrefuted video evidence that I have in fact not flagged you. Now that you have continued to lie about me, Andy, I'll go ahead and take everything you have. I have given you clowns plenty of runway both publicly and privately. Enough is enough. Too bad. I liked you.
I don't know why it's called the Kiwi Farm specifically. It might be because it sounds like Quickie. Because there was like the wiki of CWC, so it was Quickie, and then Kiwi kind of sounds similar to that maybe. And it's like the wiki, but they just flipped it, Kiwi, maybe. I don't know. I'm not some fucking dork. I'm not some dweeb online, sorry.
I've reached out privately to both him and PPP.
Let's keep watching this Internet Versus video. Thank you very much.
I have reached out via intermediary. All I asked is they leave my family alone. I begged them to be reasonable. I said making fun of me is fine. They refused. They want to continue to harass my wife, family, and friends. First will be your YouTube, which is in violation of ban evasion. Easy takedown. And next will be your Kick. I literally begged you two to be reasonable. I tried everything. You chose this. All I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. All their fans justifying on making my wife live in terror. I hope you all supported them financially especially because it's your fault they are about to lose $100,000 a year. And Tristan replies, keep it legal. Don't stoop to their tactics. And the Quartering says that's easy. Meme Cobium quotes Quartering's post by saying, the unrefuted video evidence was immediately refuted. All he did was show the Quartering channel reports. Anyone with a brain pointed out Jeremy has dozens of channels he could have reported from. He could even create a new one just for flagging. The fact that he's going so hard on this proving his innocence without even acknowledging the other possibilities just makes him look all the more guilty, and as slimy as a Walmart bathroom after he's had his way with it. PPP then tweets out these posts by Quartering and captions them by saying, even Jarbo wasn't this shameless. I will now never ever stop felting you, Jeremy. You genuinely have no power anywhere. You are a c***, and you won't be doing shit. You are ruining your career and reputation in real time in a drunken spiral. Sober up and seek Christ, buddy. And Matt Jarbo quotes the post saying, so if we were going to look at this through the lens of Hollywood remaking movies, would this be Ghostbusters 2016? I feel like it would be. The Spectre report says, Jeremy comes out and admits he appreciates a good false flagging campaign. When, not if, it backfires, Jeremy will still act like he's an innocent Zard. Zugetsu replies to PvP's post by saying, stop being a C and harassing the man's family. You are a worthless shitbag. Maybe take your own advice. I hear your wife has rode the block a few times. And Francisco.
I mean, they're being pretty, to be fair, I guess I'd have to see what the clips were, but they're not even, they're calling him a cuck. They're not being like, your wife's getting fucking drilled. Like, they're not saying anything that crazy. Like, to be completely honest, they're literally just calling him a cuck. And then talking about his mod or whatever. So yeah, you could be like, there's an implication there. But like, really, it's not that crazy.
Francisco says, are you on
And again, I think it would all kind of cease if you just stopped replying.
As part of his family. PPP also continues to tweet out, I hope that Hambly realizes that his efforts to suppress the information about his bold best friend's open swinging and criminal history is only going to lead to more people than he could imagine knowing. By the middle of this week, I think he will realize the mistake he has made. He is now an open flagger, a dirty snitch who is going to the
Yes, indeed. Cheers, cheers.
CEO of Kicks DMs by his own admission to cry about being called a he is threatening life ruination over mean words online. He is burning it all down online right now because we are right and he is a cuck.
You know, just for you, V-Gang, I'm ending the poll now. Just because you entered. No more egg poll. Egg poll's over. We're done. Wow, more poll. Okay, there was actually more there. Hello, hello. But I do need to get the other poll up as well. Honestly, I am surprised with that result. I guess it makes sense. People like a real runny yolk. I do, but I guess I like eating it with toast more. I was gonna say, where's the scrambled tofu? The first poll we did had a I don't eat eggs option, but we were doing specifically a fried egg poll now. But yes. Here, I'll get the other polls started as we continue through this. Because we do have, I don't think there's a thumbnail yet. Sorry, let me pull this up. Yes, no thumbnail or title yet, and they're supposed to start in 13 minutes. So we'll see if that happens.
On screenshots the tweet by Quartering and captures it by saying, bro, you really sat down, cracked your knuckles and typed out, first I'll get your YouTube taken down, easy I swear, then your kick, because I literally begged you like a desperate ex texting at 3 a.m. and you chose
violence. You said you can't have toast? Sorry, I didn't finish what I was going to say. I eat my eggs with toast, and so when I have a runny yolk, I feel like too much of it is left, like, even when I like scrape it off, it's like, it's done. So it's a no. You know, if you're going to eat, you got to eat it all. That's the thing. That's the way I think about it.
Instead of letting me simp for your roasts. My guy, you're out here sounding like the final boss of I try to be the bigger person, but actually I'm just a snitch with a god complex. You didn't try everything. You tried the YouTube equivalent of crying to the principal, clutching your pearls, and whispering, they're breaking the rules, teacher. They're evading my ban like the absolute villains they are. And the cherry on top, all I wanted was to let you guys dunk on me. Translation, please bully me publicly so I can farm clips, cry about it for 3 hours on stream, and then weaponize YouTube's report button like it's my emotional support lightsaber when the dunks actually land. Quartering, You're not a Mafia Don. You're not even the hall monitor. You're the kid who brings a PowerPoint presentation titled Why You Should Fear Me to the group chat and then wonders why everyone screenshots it for the group chat you're not in. Keep begging, keep threatening, keep doing that dramatic "you chose this" villain monologue like you're auditioning for the role of discount Thanos who only snaps at small YouTubers. The internet is watching, and right now, the only thing getting taken down is whatever remaining dignity you had left. Stay pressed, King Quarterbounder. The rest of us are just here for the free entertainment you keep accidentally providing. Ethan Ralph replies to the Quartering's post by saying, "Look at all those tabs," and Boulder advocates.
I fear even 30 minutes is too low. It's a possibility. Oh, look, I'm matching. Aw. How cute. Now I just look too pink. I'm realizing. Does it look like I just kind of... something went wrong? I'm lacking some type of vitamin in my diet?
Kid replies, "I couldn't possibly flag all those videos because my wife and I were outside collecting bulls." PPP then also tweets out these DMs with the caption, "Just so people are aware, these are the Mafia Don extortion tactics that Quartering is now using in private DMs with Josh Moon. You are not a king, Hambley. You need to accept that I can call you a on the internet. You have a bull in your house."
I just think it's so funny. Messaging Joshua Moon about messaging the creator of the Kiwi Farms, one of the pioneers of trolling, and trying to get some help, thinking that it's going to turn out in your favor. Like, I feel like even if Joshua Moon hates somebody, like even if he hated Kino Casino, I think he would send them these texts just because it's funny. Like, I think he would just do it just because he's like, fuck you, I don't care. And would just send it to them. It's just crazy. Like, why did he think this was going to happen? I'm wondering if he's going to read them, so I'll wait.
Pound sand. And it's DMs that start with Josh saying, "Yeah, I know. Nobody likes a Randall, though I still don't think they cross any red lines in modern era Kick or even YouTube. I'm just curious why this now, because they've been saying a lot about your relationship/behavior with MM and Hannah Claire for months. What happened in the last week to cause a crisis?" And Jeremy says, "Yeah, it's..."
Is that really how Joshua Moon texts? Bro wrote this like an email. Was this made with AI? So professional.
MM and Hannah Claire for months. What happened in the last week to cause a crisis? And Jeremy says, "Yeah, it's never been an issue until people started spamming my wife. I literally don't care that they make fun of me. Like, her family has seen this Unofficial truce. They delete the videos attacking our marriage. I never mention them again. The more they do it, the more I want to flex my connections to bury them. This is a one-time offer. They can meme on anyone else they want. I don't care if they meme on my friend who apparently has a questionable past. But this is an exploding offer. If they want to go to war, I will win. I assume all these messages will be public, but I like Andy. Just get rid of the videos claiming I let some F my wife, and they continue to make 10K a month on YouTube and I move on. But they continue to spread disgusting lies about my family and I have no choice but to react. It's time for them to make a business decision. This is win-win. I can burn it all down, lol. I have 5 years guaranteed salary at Rumble. If they balk, that's not on you and I still support a KWF. Broker the ceasefire and everyone wins, lol.
It's just so funny, these fucking... like, degen's gonna degen, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot have your cake and eat it too. Come on, buddy.
And Josh replies, I don't know why they would accept that though. If someone made the same offer to you, would you take it? And Jeremy says, hey, that's cool. It's not your job to broker it. Any who has been banned as much as both of them have would, if they are smart. But none of this reflects on you. It's all good. I wish you the best. And PPP continues, he asked for this to be shared with me, by the way, and it was. Now you can decide if this is a reasonable course of action or is it actionable criminal extortion. These sorts of threats are unacceptable, especially from a free speech champion. If the claims about the bull aren't true, prove it. The cowardice that I can do it to anyone else but him, who is apparently a special divine king on the internet, is a nice added touch. And Kino Blade Chronicles replies to this meme saying, trade offer. I receive, you delete all the videos making fun of me. You receive $100 worth of coffee brand coffee. Sorted replies highlighting these two sections of the DMs talking about broker the ceasefire, and then the next message saying it's not your job to broker it, with the caption, I can't stand this, smarmy. I will go to war and destroy you. Or not, you know, whatever. It's cool. Whatever you want. I just want us all to get along. Jeremy has always done. It's the most pathetic behavior and fills
I'm saying, it's just that, like, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to have it both ways. And it's so funny because it's like, because like I'm saying, it seems like he's been on the internet for a while. It seems like he should understand this. And the fact that he's still just, like drunk posting, I think it says more about like his personal life than anything. Because I don't think he's an actual cuck. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that they might just be fucking with him. But beyond that, there's clearly some other issues that he's dealing with, and he's easily riled up. Jeremy and his poop brand poop. His poop brand shit?
There's shit all over the floor.
Is Jeremy one of those dudes who is selling slot buckets? I wouldn't be surprised.
Contempt. Andy Worski quotes the post by saying, "So quartering is going full-on extortion mode on us. This is beyond anything I've ever seen." Then Kino Copter tweets out these pictures with the caption, "Josh Moon has released all of his DMs with the quartering following his threats to deplatform the Kino Casino."
It's so fucking stupid. It's so how dumb do you think that Jeremy felt? He's like, well, the egg's really on my face, huh? I just noticed he put a flexing emoji on this message. He really supported that one. He said, "Big ups you." I was looking up Joshua Moon because I was wanting to let me look at their actual. Is there an actual wiki? I found a weird page that was like what appeared to be a soy jack wiki. But the first part of it is so confusing. James Gabriel Potter, better known by Zur dead name, Joshua Moon. And again, it's like, I don't know if these are just like, I don't know if this is I literally can't tell if this is like just to troll him or if this stuff is true, but I'm also not going to take the time to research it. But in the first part of it, it just says that he encouraged someone else to ban baby monkey torture from his website. So he's actually the good guy. Joshua Moon is for trolling against monkey torture. It's for some reason that people might not know this. That's actually like a big thing on the internet for some reason. There are these psychos that love torturing monkeys. Like, that love videos of monkeys being hurt, like crazy stuff. But hey, Joshua Moon was against that. He said, "Stop torturing the monkeys. Torture the lol cows instead."
And it starts with Jeremy saying, "If they don't leave my family out of it, I am going to take every..."
Hey Quasar, for curiosity reasons, that's a non sequitur. What's your favorite coffee brand or coffee drink, or like a caffeine drink, or just cafe drink? Because I don't drink coffee really. I drink tea. I literally just make sweet black tea that I drink every day. That's all I drink. That, and I'm trying to drink more and more water. Got to. But I don't really like coffee. Yeah. I mean, if I was going to do anything, I'd probably do like an espresso shot or something. But I've never really needed caffeine, like extra. I get enough from tea or from soda or whatever else I'm drinking. For a while, I was drinking too much soda. And what I would do is I would just drink soda in the morning, because it's like, drink Dr. Pepper. Hey, I'm getting my caffeine. It's the way to go. See, I just make my own. The thing is, I just drink iced tea. I don't really drink hot tea. I should probably drink more hot tea. I'll do it here and there, but not often. If I'm doing hot tea, though, we have other blends that we do. Other herbal teas. Tea is superior. You are correct. But you're talking about hot tea. What, do you add a little bit of milk? Black tea is good too, though. Black tea is good, but like I'm saying, I mainly drink it. I'm a cold beverage man, so I'll just drink it in the, like, I think that's like the caffeine that I get throughout the day, probably. My everyday is a latte, but if I'm ordering, seeing all these names, I don't know. I know cappuccino. I've heard of that one. Never heard of gunpowder tea, no. This was a side tangent. Who here loves tea? Who here loves coffee? I like hot and iced tea. You're one of the good ones. You don't just pick one side. Good. Toe the line, toe the line. But here, we're almost done with this. Let's keep it going. Because they are supposed to be starting in 2 minutes. Noah Sampson, wake up. You're being sued. H3. And the thumbnail changed right in front of my very eyes. Noah Sampson, wake up. You're being sued. H3 show number 255. Bum, bum, ba. Whatever will he do? Oh no! Time for the next GoFundMe!
Everything they have. I'll never apologize for it either. I haven't done any flagging. Their channel is a walking TOS violation. I know they are ban evading. It would have been way easier to have their channel removed. I haven't done that. I know you're big mad at me, but if they keep bringing my family into will act. And Josh Moon replies, I'm not mad at you, and I have no idea why I would choose to proceed any statement with such an obviously false and disingenuous pretense. If you think PPP is ordering people or even casually implying that people should contact anyone in your family, you're wrong. But I think you know that already. I also think that as a 2-decade veteran of internet communications and someone around during Gamergate,
well, like I was saying, even if you want to say like speaking about his wife, I feel like they weren't even doing that, and I would need to see maybe like more context within their stream. But all the stuff I've seen that Internet Versus shared, at least, seemed like it was all directed at Jeremy, calling him a cuck, and again, there's an implication that's there, but they're at least not directing it in ways that they definitely could. Because like I said, they're not making posts of like, your wife's getting drilled in front of you, you love watching it, and like you lick it up. You know, you could go crazy if you really wanted to, but they're not doing that, at least from what I've seen. They could be. They very well could be.
By now, the one thing you should never do.
Sorry, I went a little graphic there, but I had to illustrate the lengths that it could go.
Harassment attention, so I'm not sure why you're choosing to do that. The one thing that stands out as a possibility, of course, is that like Brianna Wu, you're using alleged harassment as pretense for a deplatforming campaign, which would be ridiculous and morally abhorrent, but you also know that. And Jeremy replies, it sucks because I like Andy, I guess. You're right, I should ignore. And the next screenshot is Jeremy's continuing to say, I have tied to reason with them. Now I have no chance but to take everything they have. I hate that because I like Andy. And Josh replies, nobody can stop you from trying, but the road of lawfare and deplatforming is extremely high risk. Kino Casino is one of the biggest streams on Kick with probably the highest revenue on the platform. They also do paint by numbers pretty well and don't really do anything too offensive by today's standards. Their fans are also dedicated. Meanwhile, lawfare can take 5+ years and they can find a sympathetic representation at a good rate.
Yayo? Yayo is cocaine, right? That's what I thought. That's how I've always used yayo.
Well, you'll have to find full-priced attorneys. And Quartering replies, yeah man, I get it. I don't blame you at all. Kika's CEO already added me back, so we'll see. I never cared about them memeing on me at all. And I get people's, and then he continues down below saying viewers will do whatever, but now my wife is literally terrified, so I have to act. And Josh says, even going down that road opens you up to the scorn and ridicule of the entire internet, so I'm not sure how it's advantageous. You're broadcasting to everyone, this is what I can't stand, and it really, really bothers me. Please don't do it. And Quartering says, I hear that.
Hey yo. Wayo!
Taking down channels is something
I've so many phrases. You never really think about that. Language, am I right?
Never wanted to do in 20 years, but I begged them to be reasonable. I honestly didn't know about my friend and his Haven't talked to him since. I had no idea he was such a degen. And Josh replies, like, let's put it this way. Let's say you get them deplatformed, and then they sue for something like tortuous interference. They can call your wife and seller in as witnesses, and they get 6 hours to depose them under oath. They can also subpoena your tax records. It's not fun. And Quartering replies, yeah, I'm not worried about lawfare. My wife supports me absolutely, and their lies are literal fiction. She's the one that said to do it. I really wish they would have followed the rules. Roast me all you want, but my family is off limits. I don't need a sue to get their YouTube shut down. PPP is ban evading.
Did they change the thumbnail? Oh no, it's still the same. Okay. Just making sure.
Don't want to do that. I have not sent a single flag, and I know you will publish all of this. And Josh says, yeah, but they can sue for that potentially, and then you have discovery anyways. It's not a one-way street. And Jeremy says, you're right, but I'm not worried about discovery at all. That's what they want, but I have nothing to hide. Hell, I offer to give a fat nobody financial details. I don't know why I am even messaging you because I know you'll sell me out anyway. It's just the old internet in me. I used to love Andy and meme culture, but my wife is terrified. Weirdos are messaging her, and she's a normie. And Josh says, as far as I'm aware, by the way, all 3 of us got unbanned on YouTube after Trump yelled at Google about censorship. So I don't think any of us are ban evading.
Honestly, it's a sad reality, but if you are in a relationship with someone that is a creator, and you want a more private life, you have to take the steps to make yourself explicitly private. And that would be through like privating all of your stuff, making sure that people cannot message you or contact you without you having first followed them, stuff like that. And obviously that is a hindrance on certain like aspects of your life if you're trying to, you know, maybe meet friends with similar interests online or something, whatever. But again, it's like it's the give and take for the people that you love.
There's shit all over the floor. My wife went out for pizza without me.
You know?
And Jeremy says, I have no choice. I hope that's true, to be honest. But their channel is basically full-on TOS violation. And Josh says, how so? And Jeremy replies, I think most of it is probably within the lines. To be honest, I have no idea why that video got flagged and reinstated. Maybe it was my buddy, but it was public record, so that was odd. I've never seen a video get taken down so fast. So I have no idea what was even in it. That wasn't me. But Eddie over at Kick already added me. And if I want to, I could take their channel. I really don't want to, but I have begged them to be reasonable. I have zero interest in dealing with this shit. But if my wife gets one more call or text message, I'll burn it all down and my—
Oh, if they actually found her number and stuff, bro, get her a new phone. Change your number. What the fuck are you talking about? I keep getting call. If I get one more call or text, like, bro, your number's out there already. What are you talking about? I think maybe he means DM. Maybe he means it like he's just an old man and he means like a DM call or whatever. Like calling someone on Instagram or something. I don't know. But like if your number's out there, bro, like that's a little bit beyond the just, hey, stop talking about my wife. Like there's a little bit more that you need to do.
Viewers will support me. I don't know if you're married or with anyone. I still think your coffee—
Sorry, I've been shifting around a lot. My hips are hurting.
review is one of the best, but when you're with someone, if not now, you'll know this is no option. I'm not mundane Matt. My viewers 100% support this. I stand by supporting your site's illegal battle either way, Josh. And Josh replies, okay, so like, there are people who don't like PPP. My wife is getting angry messages, so I'm going to attack PPP. You're basically telegraphing to these people that they should f with your wife because it will cause problems for two people they don't like at the same time. That's why it's generally recommended.
Yeah, Jeremy, go play some arcade games. Come on. Go do so. We know you love that claw machine. Hit that claw machine up. You know, when fucking he was watching Toy Story. Jeremy was watching Toy Story, and when they hit the claw, his blood pressure went up. He got so excited. He was like, his heart started pounding.
You don't say stuff like that on the internet in public. And Quartering replies, but remember, she's a normie. And when she gets a call, she has no idea how this shit works. And Josh says, but you should. And Quartering says, Josh, we can agree. I can take their Kick and YouTube, right? If I actually wanted to, they would be deplatformed outside of DLive in a week. I don't want that. I just want them to leave my family alone. I don't care how many Jeremy is a videos they put out. Like, I have a non-Pajit YouTube rap. You know that, right? One phone call, gone. I have endured a lot with literally the
I think just a little bit of subtle I think there's a little bit of subtle racism in there. Because he's saying he has a non-Indian YouTube rep is what he's saying, but he just some casual racism thrown in there, I guess. Like he's talking to Joshua Moon, he has to know that he's cool, that he's with it.
To rap, you know that, right?
That one just really like threw me for a loop. I was like, oh shit. I just was not expecting that just randomly in this conversation.
All gone. I have endured a lot with literally the tiniest request. I actually think they have an incredible ceiling. They are hilarious. They just have to stay within the TOS. They don't have many attempts left. They are amazing at this. The show is hilarious. I would literally be promoting it, even if they made fun of me. But they don't understand the line. This isn't 2001. At least I will forever know my coffee is better than Peppa's. And Josh replies, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes you think something is really easy.
See, it wasn't a side tangent. They're talking about coffee.
The platform, and it ends up being impossible. It's kind of hard to say the fat guy dressed like Peter Cottontail is posing an imminent threat. And Quartering replies, lol, yeah, that's true. But like, I don't want to deplatform them. I want to promote them. I don't want to put you in the middle, so I'll leave this here. I still support Kiwi Farms existing and will help any way I can with the legal battle. I appreciate you being open to chatting about it. I never flagged them. I assume it was the normies they were outing. You know I've been around long enough to know flagging is a death sentence. And then attached we have the messages we just read earlier, the ones that were posted separately, ending with Quartering saying, it's all good, I wish you the best. And Josh Moon replies, I'm just saying, I've received offers like that and my answer has always been no. I don't like it when people try to dictate what I or my forum can and cannot say. I'll let him know though. And Quartering replies, yeah, I get it. I know we have our differences and this is all outside of that. I wish you the best and support Kiwi Farms either way. Tomorrow at noon, I'm going public on everything, not this conversation. You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna handle it tomorrow. And Josh says, I did send the offer to him, but he feels it's an extortion effort. I'll be watching the stream.
Have a good one, Haley. See ya. See ya. Would wanna be, I guess. that'd be cool, I guess. It's fine.
On Monday, and Quartering says it's all good. Probably does come across that way to him. Wish you well. And Josh says, should I unfeature the stream on Kiwi Farms? I thought you were doing a pre-stream thing today. I didn't see a tweet about canceling. You know, mate, it's really disrespectful to just lie to my face. And Quartering says, wait, what? Oh, the going public stuff. I should have told you. Sorry about that. It became clear last night they are not interested in being human, so I'll just be on my way. I saw PPP decided to just put out the DMs, which is fine. I expected it, but if they are not interested in being civil, there really isn't any reason in giving the time of day. If I had known you were going to feature it, I would have and should have told you. My bad. And Josh says, I sent him the portion of the DM that contained your offer, like you asked, but I did send him the full conversation because
so this so I read this a little bit wrong at first. I thought that this was just Joshua Moon outing Jeremy, but it does seem like it was on, he was trying to middleman for Jeremy a little bit. I don't know how he thought this was going to go well. I don't, what?
Feel like you're outlining an extortion scheme. I was asking about your plans in the chat and ignored that plus my DM on Twitter. I saw on your stream you had no unread messages, so I know you saw it. You just thought you'd let me advertise your stream for your talk about Iran half-heartedly. I don't appreciate that. You're on a bridge burning and mistake-making spree that reminds me of Ricada by the numbers. I don't feel like anything I say will help at this point, and since you're threatening litigation, it's probably not a good idea to say much more. Then there is what they were referencing in the DMs. This is the Quartering tweeting out, Scorched Earth tomorrow at 12 Central. I love having such an amazing topic to start the week out with. And then he makes an unrelated tweet about something else, and Gabe Hoffman replies to him by saying, where's that Scorched Earth stream you promised everyone, Jeremy? And Tactical Templar replies, think of it like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. When the Quartering starts drinking, he becomes bold, aggressive, and confrontational, daring even. Of course I will release 7 years of tax returns, you gay chuds. But then he sobers up and retreats back into his shell and tries to erase the damage. Gabe Hoffman then quote tweets himself saying, blocked by Jeremy Hambley, the Quartering, for asking a scheduling question. His stream must have gone really well today, showing that he is now blocked. Jeremy Hambley, the Quartering stream today did not go well, attaching pictures from his live chat with various people saying things, like Mikey Mooncricket who said, so he made a dumb posting on X and now everyone's here hate watching him. Looks to me like Jeremy's fishing with dynamites and you guys just got caught up in the blast. And mad at the internet saying, hey guys, sorry, he's not answering me on DMs. I think he lied about going Scorched Earth to talk about Iran for some reason. Not sure what the deal is. And other people like Cuckening saying, Hannah, what are your thoughts on Jeremy being a literal /swinger, and other various messages like that. PPP then posts this Jeopardy meme on his page which says, this pants failed to scorch anything besides his underwear, giving PPP and Worski the title of Leaf Bowl, and then credits to C. Hag Henderson from Kiwi Farms. Misery loves clips and then posts this clip from the Kino Casino with the caption, Kino Casino.
I do have to say, this whole part is just a whole lot of nothing. And then blee blah said blue, and then blah blah said blee, and then blah blah numani, and then mima said moo, ma 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 ma. Like, it's just a bunch of nothing. Who cares? It's basically just shit talk back and forth. I do not like. This last part, like, the beginning was a bit more interesting, okay. I wish they would have maybe gotten a little bit more information about the bull in question. But I guess I would need to go watch Kino Casino for that. Ugh.
Remarks to the quartering.
Buddy! We're still here! We're still here, Jeremy Hambley of Wisconsin, you made Flaggett who got your handed to you by a not one lick in, you coward. You bowed down and let it whoop your and now we're gonna your ass raw, just like your criminal bull Adam Sellers does to you and your wife while you sit in the corner in your chastity cage like the made cum drinking swine that you are. Oh, and by the way,
okay, now he's going a little hard. Now he's going a little bit crazy, but I think at this point they're both going scorched earth.
Poopy pants, Jer. What do you think about that, buddy?
I gotta say, Kino Casino are a little too edgy for me, but I'd be lying if I said I never found them funny. No, yeah, there's definitely a few good bits. But again, it's like Kino Casino is the embodiment of 4chan. You know what I mean? Kino Casino was my idea of starting a podcast with Stale 2000, Tarot Card, Brian. What were all his names? The Chad and the Chud. You have both of them. Good to go.
You shit your pants, Jeremy Hambley. You shot your pants in Walmart, and the stink of your trail of smears went all the way from produce to the bicycle aisle.
Said by you.
I just got back and saw the pod's title, bruh. Yeah, it's something good. Still haven't started though. We're supposed to start 15 minutes ago. We're already 15 minutes late. We're almost hitting that 20 mark. We're almost hitting that 20. Maybe you 30 guessers were right.
You think they'll ever bow to you? You think they'll ever stop with you? Send the papers.
I've seen a few funny Kino Casino clips, but Andy Worski always has been and always will be a grade A scumbag. That's this guy, right? He's Andy. What's his name? Felted? He's the one that's always calling people felted, or saying that, what is the term? Felting? He's felting people? It's as bad as mogging. It's as bad as all of those terms. They're felt maxing.
Do it. You'll never do it. Take down this platform right now.
Yeah, you're right. They're cutting a promo right now. They're totally, yeah, PPP. That's it. So his name is Ashton, but he goes by PPP. The terrible alias.
You said that you had the connections. You said to Josh Moon in DMs that you were talking to Eddie from Kick and we would never stream again. Well, I'm still here. What do you fucking think about that? You're gonna have to drag me out of this with a crane because I'm fat as and I've had it with you. You will never, and I mean ever, silence me ever in your miserable life. Do you understand me, boy? Do you understand me? I will your wife in front of you, and you will thank me for the privilege of treating her to a real.
Okay, they're definitely pushing the limitations of what could be considered legal harassment, probably at a certain point. Because, yeah, there's all jokes and stuff like that, but just saying straight up that you are going to fuck his wife, it's a little crazy, bro. I don't know. But hey, maybe they're right. Maybe they need to do it. He needs to sue them. He needs to actually put his money where his mouth is.
Man. Then Billy Mitchell tweets out,
what in the Randy Savage possessing him is going on? Randy Savage, don't ever speak on the GOAT's fucking name. Randy Savage would never speak like that. Randy Savage is the GOAT. He hated Hulk Hogan when Hulk Hogan was supposed to be the hero. Randy Savage, a macho man, Randy Savage knew. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. When he was in Spider-Man. Bonesaw is ready. I've got you for 3... What is it, 3 rounds? I've got you for 3 minutes. I think it was 3 minutes. My cat doesn't like my voice acting.
Quarter Pounder is undergoing a generational meltdown that would even make...
Yeah, sorry, I paused right on the Billy Mitchell threat. Let's get it from the beginning. We need to hear Billy Mitchell out.
Then Billy Mitchell tweets out, Quarter Pounder is undergoing a generational meltdown that would even make Ike or to blush. If he doesn't stop drinking, there will be a limited edition hot sauce about this. Shout out to our tier 3
member. That is
member.
Such a Billy Mitchell threat. You're gonna hear about this one, Quartering. If it's a sale, you have like the immediate, as you sell it, there's a sale, a quarter off. So it's like only 75% of its full price. You knock 25% off. Perfect. Can't think of a good way to phrase it. You know, I'm not a businessman like Billy, but he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Bro basically sat in the principal's office making all these plans and tattling on his bullies, only for the principal to tell the bullies everything. Yeah, basically. That's basically what happened. Yeah, it was like going... It's not the principal, though. It's like going to the one piece of shit teacher about the bullies. But like that teacher is for some reason friends with teenagers. Yes, I did. We have seen the title and thumbnail. We are prepared. We are ready for what is leading up to be a crazy episode. They are now 20 minutes late. It is official. You 20-minute voters, you are currently correct. You are currently correct. But now, so the way it works is, I'm trying to remind everybody of this. It's either on time or early, or wait, I think I did this wrong. I need to start specifying within a certain amount of time, within 10 minutes, within 20 minutes, within 30 minutes. Because right now it's like, I guess it's whatever you're closer to. It's 27 minutes, the 30 minutes was closer. But do we do the over? If we do the over, that's going against the rules of, what is it, The Price is Right? The Price is Right, you go over, you fail. Damn. But then everybody would be right. They technically will be 10 minutes late. They weren't on time or early, though. That was false. All you 8% out there, you 8% were, I'm sorry, very, very wrong. They have been 10 minutes late. It's already over 20. That's crazy. Okay. I don't think we have time really to watch this bit from the quartering. Or not this. There was a video from Lus. Oh, I did want to give a small little shout out. Even though it's like, what am I shouting out? But I just thought this was really cool. Creature Kid did a full video about the creation of the different props from the newest Meat Canyon video. So they show the whole modeling, the actual sculptures, and like the sculpting process. the development of all of these different crazy props that they used. It was a really cool bit. If you guys haven't seen it, there was a bit with Hasan in there too, an animation with Hasan and Asmongold. But yeah, I've been watching some of the Creature Kids stuff. They've been they posted, what was it? Because the first one I saw, I started following them, like, I think it was these that I saw first. And when I first saw these, I was like, damn, these are crazy. And then they created the Winslow bot, the Winslow computer from Meat Canyon. And he's creating a real, you know, Pee-wee's Playhouse for himself. Meat Canyon's Madhouse, I guess you could call it. Meat Canyon is pound for pound one of the most talented creators on the platform right now. I definitely, with how much is put into it and the actual, the thing that everybody complains about is people love output at this point. It's like, you got to be posting monthly, you got to be posting weekly. If you're doing something else, you got to be streaming daily. Do everything like on the go. But it is nice when somebody actually takes their time to put a lot of thought and effort into a production, especially when it's on like a small scale like YouTube, because it's like, I don't know what the like return is on that, because even if you are making tens of thousands, maybe, you know, millions of views, maybe even you do get $100,000 like over the course, like how much are you actually putting into this? And I think that also proves the passion of it as well. There was one other thing that I'm completely forgetting now, and I accidentally closed. Give me a second. Here, I'll sing that song again. But I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. But wait a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. I'm not crazy, I'm just a little insane. I know. Well, great song, am I right? That and American Pie have both been stuck in my head for some reason. Why did I close it? It's not those. Okay, now I'm just tripping. I had one more video. Where did it go? Am I crazy? I think I might be crazy. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do American Pie too. Bye, Miss American Pie. Took my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. With them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, saying this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Great song as well. A classic, a true classic. Here was something that I found that I just thought was interesting and I wanted to share. From a month ago, mixed media film about my cat, the real you. Who doesn't love a kitty? Where's my cat? You busy? Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's busy right now. Dude's a psycho. Not gonna lie, he bit me on the face the other day. I was like, bro. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't too hard. But still threw me off. Oh, wait. I remember the Cabbage Man. Maybe this was the inspiration. I when I first saw it, I was like, that's such a nice color. You know? I saw this color and I knew I needed to do something with it. But here, let's bask in this glory. You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying. My bad. I didn't. I'm trying to think about, like, all of them just ran through my head, like all the different rappers. I'm the Joker, baby. Let me put a smile on that face. Now those are Dax. See, now we had this whole discussion. The only Dax I rock with is Dax Flame. I'm gonna let this play though, because I brought it up and I can't not let it play now. You're right, that is the best one. Clock strikes 12, midnight arrives. I forget the rest. For a while, that was my whole For You page, was just a bunch of those. A bunch of Dax songs. Dax replies, with him underneath going, acting like it was horrifying, the most terrifying thing he ever heard. But yes, go check out this if you have the time. Amia's Realm. Mixed media film of my cat. It does get crazy. There's a lot that goes on in this. If it'll load real quick. You can see it in the little timeline. There you go. It's a very cool, really short film. But I really do appreciate everybody for stopping in. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm going to try and be back again for another gaming stream tomorrow. I've just been dealing with trying to get some other stuff going. So I appreciate everybody for sticking around with me, though. But I will be back again for sure on Friday for another H3 waiting room for those of you who come around for that. Thank you all so much. This is Kevin Quasar, signing off.